We're back!
Now we are.
Why are we still here?
We're still in Mario 3.
Wait, I think it's because, is it the rows of, the evil row of coins. We got too greedy.
Look at you, and look at them. Obviously we're not getting by. Air traffic is a nightmare out here.
It's like log cabins that fly.
Where's the regulations? I'm gonna go talk to someone about it.
While he's walking off talking to the things, I want to tell you about Monster Hunter Tri.
What's with the cannons?
Monster Hunter Tri was a new game in the Monster Hunter series, coming out exclusively for Wii. There's a demo that you can get currently at GameStop, unless the game's already out, in which case you could rent the game or buy it yourself. I have some impressions of the demo, and so enjoy it. There are two things you will learn about Monster Hunter Tri from this demo. One, Monster Hunter Tri is a beautiful product with large, detailed visuals and bosses, as well as satisfying to explore. 2. You will suck at Monster Hunter Tri. Just how much you suck depends on your skill level, and even then, be prepared for a close fight. Monster Hunter's formula is fairly simple at first. Hunt a large monster on the map before time runs out. This is simple enough until you realize that the monsters are certainly no ordinary set of creatures. They are large, in charge, and willing to show you that over and over and over again. The demo consists of two such monsters, Great Jaggy and Kurupeko. After selecting a quest, you select your weapon out of quite a laundry list of destruction. Each has their own ups and downs, and you'll find that control-wise, they are all a bit different from each other. The blowgun revolves around using the right ammo type, whereas sword and shield is all about speed and using items on the fly. Furthermore, the hammer is a beast of a smasher, and the lance requires very well-timed attacks, so forth and so on. Control-wise, the game allows the use of motion-based attacks, button-based attacks, and stick-based attacks, the latter of two requiring the classic controller. I chose the motion controls after a while, and got used to them, but the options are certainly good in this game, and certainly good later on. When you first play the game, you will find it full of confusion. You won't know the attacks for your weapon, nor will you understand the monster's attack patterns. Not to mention the whole menu system, item usage, the slow timing. Come on, don't flex after drinking a potion! Never mind. The game will kick you in the behind quite a few times, and if you stop after losing twice, you probably will hate Monster Hunter Tri's demo, let alone the full game. The demo is not good at telling you anything, so you will have to learn by experience. The demo disc comes with basic controls, but even they don't tell you everything there is to know. The game is very unforgiving for newbies, but once you get in, you feel like, well, a Monster Hunter. Once you get a weapon down, you'll feel much more destructive and deadly compared to the monsters, and when that happens, it feels all sorts of awesome. So overall, the Monster Hunter Tri demo will beat you up, and after about 3 playthroughs, you will understand the tactics necessary to persevere, at least the first one anyways. Frickin' Kurupeko. The full version will have many more environments, bosses, an underwater mode, and the ability to play online with 3 other players. Offline co-op is restricted to last, but they tried. So before the game comes out on April 10th, grab a demo at GameStop. You might like it more than you think.
And the fire! It doesn't make any sense! It's not gonna help anybody. And it's definitely gonna cause pollution.
Tony, you know corporations are evil.
Well, obviously Bowser's evil. I mean, look at this.
But no, do you think maybe he's an alien and working with a corporation?
I sense your transition.
I see your transition. Don't poke me like I'm a Pillsbury Doughboy. I'm talking about Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark had a iffy game that came out at the launch of the Xbox 360, but now it's back with a remake of Perfect Dark for Xbox Live Arcade. It came out a couple months ago, but it's always good to have a review.
How does it compare?
How does it compare? Well, maybe you should watch and find out. To be a first-person shooter on the Nintendo 64. You had the fun 4-player multiplayer and the control stick and triggers that made you popular. But then you had to go become dated, didn't you? Halo came and crushed your senses, and your graphics became slow and frame rate poor. Thus was the fate of Perfect Dark, Rare's ultimate shooter, now about a decade old. Well, thankfully, 4J Studios has brought it to Xbox Live Arcade, and with quite the upgrade. Costing 800 Microsoft points, or $10, it does a great job revitalizing the game, but it does little else. Graphically, the game has seen a great overhaul. Textures are smoother, and frame rate is near rock solid, quite unlike the Nintendo 64 version. Certain models, especially the faces, are completely revamped for the best outcome, though you'll find some faces to be lacking compared to the Nintendo 64 version. Also, there are times where the models or textures flicker, despite all the advances, and I can't figure out why. The controls are also a little loose this time around, which is a curse and a blessing over the old control scheme. Thankfully, you can change your controls between Halo's controls and Call of Duty's controls and the classic control schemes. Audio-wise, the music is exactly the same, but the quality of sound effects are higher. The vocals are the same, but the audio is clearer, richer.
Hello, Joanna.
Hiya.
I'm a little busy at the moment, Agent Dark.
So it totally does not feel aged at all. The game is pretty much a port of the Nintendo 64 original. There's a single-player mode, co-op mode, and a counter-op mode, not to mention a handful of extra modes for achievements and unlockables. Heck, even the cheeses are still around. The game doesn't hide any of the plot items though, so don't wander too much around Carrington Institute lest you get spoiled on the plot. Besides that, the game has leaderboards for time attack and multiplayer via Xbox Live. Otherwise, the game appears to be quite the same as the original feature for feature. If you expect anything more than a graphically enhanced Perfect Dark, you'll probably be disappointed, but if you're the type of person that's looking for that old fix of Perfect Dark and want to get that taste of Perfect Dark Zero out of your mouth, this is the best way to do it, and it's only $10. Now go get spying.
Maybe someday I can be a secret agent. Maybe not a woman like Perfect.
Yeah, you keep dreaming.
Maybe we should all
What are
be
you dreaming about?
I'm dreaming about commercials.
Again?
Maybe. Maybe.